I'm so excited about today's tutorial. Let me tell you why. I love pulling out my berry lipsticks for the fall. It is my favorite time of the year to add some color and to do it with berry shades. I love the fact that you can go with a mid-tone berry and you can go really rich and deep like I did today. This video is also inspired by you. A few days ago, I posted a photo on social media and a lot of you inquired about my makeup. And that makes me so happy because I can't wait to share with you the makeup look today. I'm really tapping in to all of the berry tones. So when it comes to the eyes, I'm using berry shades and they're all coming from one palette, which makes it easy. And this is a great palette for travel. My cheeks are in a berry tone and then my lips are obviously a darker berry. You don't have to go this bold and I will share some options with you. Let me just share that everything that I use as far as a product or tool will be displayed on the screen and all products will be linked in the drop-down box below this video. I also have a corresponding blog post. You can go there as well and I will insert some photos there. The beautiful thing about the berry tones is they take you from fall into winter and it's a beautiful look for the holiday season. So you can take this look. I would say save this video if you want to do this tutorial when it gets closer to holiday time. I'm already thinking about it. I like to plan ahead and this is just such a beautiful look. If you are interested in seeing a full face makeup tutorial, I did one not too long ago and you can get to that in the drop down. I will also put it up here in the corner. All right, let's get started with the makeup tutorial. When I do my makeup, I always start with my eyes. I am going to prime. If you have aging eyelids like I do, you want to kind of pull the skin taut to get in those lines. After I prime, I go into a vanilla shade to apply all over my lid. The whole entire thing. It's really just to set that primer. You could use a vanilla shade from any palette. I am using it from a Bobbi Brown palette, which I will talk about this palette in a bit. You could also use the highlight color from the contour and bronzing palette. To go with our berry theme, we are going to be using this MAC palette here. It is called Burgundy ×9. The shade on the top right is called Quarry, and that is a constant repeat because it's so beautiful as your mid-tone color. It also looks great on the lid. And then if you go 2 down from that, the lower right-hand corner, that's Sketch, which I also have in my arsenal as well. And then I love the color to the left of that. I think that's beautiful. We are going to start right up here with Quarry. I'm using the same brush, tapping it in, tapping off the excess. Windshield wiper motion right here in the crease. Again, sometimes you have to hold your lid up to make sure the shadow is being placed exactly where you want it. Circular motions also because you really want this to be a blended look. I'm taking an angled brush and I'm going into this center shade right here. It's a dark brown, creating a little wing, and then I'm going to take that and make a little V. So you can see I have shadow up here and shadow going in there. No worries, everything will get blended, but I'm going to just lightly carve that out a little bit. I'm taking another brush and I'm going back into that Quarry just to make sure that I blend that brown shade and merge it in with the crease color. Blending is really the key. You could even come down just to make sure we get that all blended. Using the same brush, I'm going to go into this shade called Sketch down here in the corner, and we are just going to swirl it in right here on the outer part. Taking a flat brush, and I'm going to apply it in this center shade right here. This is going to go on the lid, and I do a patting motion. Just tapping it all on the lid. Beautiful shade for fall. I'm taking another more wispier and smaller brush that defines a little bit more. I'm going to go back into the sketch. Taking this brush again to blend everything. It always looks a little harsh when you do your eye makeup before your face makeup. So if you are not used to doing that, bear in mind it will be very awkward at first and you will feel like your eye makeup is really overdone. But once you do the face makeup, it all ties in together nicely. But blending is key. I'm going to do a little liquid liner, but only on the very outer part. If I pull it all the way in, it's just too harsh, and my eyes aren't super big, so I don't want to close them in anymore. Taking the angled brush, going back into that brown, I'm just going to follow my lash line the rest of the way in, because this is a little softer. As we get older, liners can be really harsh if you're not careful. I always line my inner top rim. If you are new to that, it could be awkward at first. Curling my lashes, finishing up with my mascara. I am doing Latisse right now, so my lashes are growing because, as you know, I was doing the lash fill and I had decided to step back from that, so I am doing Latisse. Eyes are done for right now. I am going to wash my face. I get really greasy as I'm doing my eye makeup. That's another reason why I like to do my face makeup after my eyes. I don't have to worry about any shadow fallout. And now I can start with a fresh, clean face. So right now I'm using a toner, and then I will go wash it real quick and do my under eye moisturizer. Today's blush is by Burberry, and I'm using the color Cameo Blush. This is a great color. It's nothing too dramatic. You really can wear this for every day. I love the smell of it too. I just have to add that in. A really nice drugstore berry toned blush is by Milani. This is called Berry Amore. I also love MAC's Blush Baby. I have been purchasing this blush for years. I'll be honest, I believe this may have been my very first MAC product I ever purchased. I don't know how many of this color Blush Baby I have went through, but I've went through a lot. I love this palette by Jouer. It is called the Coquette Blush Duo. We have the colors Seduce Me and Tease Me. These are great cool tone colors, and they fall so well into the more purple toned berry shades, which again are so flattering on me. Another really great blush is by Antonym. This is a baked blush in rose. So all of these blush shades would work really well. I would recommend all of these. I just decided to use the Burberry one for today. Going back to eyes now, because the face is pretty much done, I'm going to work on my lower lash line. Let me share that no mascara or liner will be applied to the lower lash line. I'm going to go back into Quarry, and I'm going to take my flat brush again. Make sure you tap off the excess, and you're just going to go right on your lash line. You want to start at the outer part, and I'm actually going to start at the outer part on both sides. As you can see, I switched. You want that to be the deepest and maybe a little bit more thicker as well. And then you just want to smudge it in. I used to wear mascara on the lower lashes, but as you get older, you have to make changes. Liner, mascara, all of those things, you have to be more careful. Also shimmer, you have to be a little bit more careful there, but this is going to be more of a going out look for fall. I would say more evening or going to an event of some sort. And I'm gonna bring it up just to soften that outer edge, and just do a little more blending if you want. As you can see, now that I have my face makeup on, everything just blends in really nicely. It looks really harsh at first, but once you get it all together, it looks really good. Just do some more blending. You cannot over blend. Now I am going to use the same flat brush. And again, I'm going to go into a vanilla shade. If you don't have a vanilla shade, which I love this palette by Bobbi Brown. This is another new palette that I recently got. I just love it. But if you don't have a vanilla shade, your Smashbox contour palette will have a shade that will work in it. You want it to be matte, nothing shimmer. And this is just your brow bone highlight. My eyes, my brown eyes are popping, and I think really blue, green, anything will. Okay, we're going to do an inner highlight, and I take a little teeny tiny brush for that. My favorite inner highlight has always been MAC Shroom, forever. And actually, I'm going to brush that off, and then I think I'm going to go in here And I'm going to go into this shade right here, tap off that excess, and I'm just going to go right in this part, but on the lid. Let's go into the lips. We are going to start with this deep dark color here. I do not like retractable lip pencils. I like the kind that you sharpen. Filling in with Huda Beauty and Trophy Wife. Love this because so moisturizing. And a little bit lighter than the Palladio Raisin. No worries, the lips will be blended nicely once we get our lipstick on. This will just really help with staying power. The lipstick that I have chosen for today's makeup tutorial is by MAC. It is called Odyssey. This is so beautiful. Now this is going to lean cool tone, so it's a perfect shade for me. This is a stunner. If you are someone who looks good in those blue undertone berries, I recommend this one. Let me share with you some more great fall berry lipstick colors. Again, this is like my favorite color, so I have a whole slew of them, and I pulled out my favorites. MAC Rebel. Who remembers this from back in the day? I love this color. Now it's going to be a little bit more bolder than Odyssey. Now this one, I would say you would go very, very neutral on the eye. One of my all-time favorite MAC lipsticks is called Craving. This is an amplified lipstick. This is the perfect shade for me. It's going to be more cool tone, but I definitely think a warm toned lady could wear this as well. Another one that I have is by Tom Ford. It's called Mitchell. This is a great shade. It's a lot like Craving, but a little bit darker. I would say if you were choosing between the two, I would go with MAC Craving, and then if you wanted to go a step further, your safe bet is Odyssey, the one I am wearing today. I would skip over Mitchell. I also think that it's a little bit pricier. I love MAC Craving. A couple great everyday lipsticks in the berry family that are drugstore is this one here by L'Oreal. It is 590 Blushing Berry. Beautiful everyday shade. L'Oreal lip products are fantastic. Would definitely recommend this one if you needed something that was kind of like a craving every day, but you wanted something in the drugstore family. Another great one, but this is going to go more deeper and darker, kind of like Odyssey, I would say. But Odyssey is going to have a little bit more blue undertone than Blissful Berry here by Maybelline. Maybelline's probably my favorite drugstore lipstick as far as texture, moisture, staying power. But this is 410 Blissful Berry. I think this would be a great one if you need a drugstore lipstick and don't want to tap into the more costly, although MAC lipsticks to me are just not that expensive at all. And if you need to touch up at all around your lip area, that is all I use this concealer for, is just for my lip area, and that is all that I use this very, very flat defining brush. It's perfect. Love it, love it, love it. Just love it. Okay, well, should we move on to lashes? I think so. These lashes are recycled. These are the Ardell or Salon Perfect Demi Wispies. They'll be linked. I love these. I also love the Red Cherry Lashes number 43. Those are a little bit more dramatic. But yeah, I always hold it in the center like that. The biggest mistake you can make with lashes is trying to apply them too soon. That is the #1 mistake. You have to let the adhesive get goopy and not wet. So patience. Patience is a virtue. Loving this look. I love these colors. I just do. Didn't go too heavy-handed on the blush. The lips are the focus for this look, but everything's very monochromatic. All berry shades, everything should go really nicely together for this look. This would look so amazing for a holiday party, especially with that lid shadow. So gorgeous. I love this palette by Jouer. I almost went with it. I'm just going to add, let's see if I get the right brush here, just a little bit of this. I don't know why, whenever I wear really any blush, if I add a little bit of this shade over top at the very end, it just highlights the blush. I just love it so much. Just on the apples. And that really should do it. Take a little bit of my pressed NARS just to set everything. Hair is pretty good. I can go touch that up before I head out to dinner. Well, there you have it, a fall makeup tutorial tapping into the berry shades. Berries are always popular in the fall. Monochromatic makeup looks are also super on trend this fall, so why not pull out all of the berry shades and do what I did for you today? Comments, suggestions are always welcome. Thank you for joining me for today's tutorial, and I look forward to seeing you soon in the next video. Take care.